800-506-5536 and talk to one of the compassionate counselors for more information and to see if you may qualify. Your call is completely confidential. Call 800-506-5536 today. Sponsored by Krause & Kinsman Law Firm.
Capital One knows life doesn't alert you about your credit card.
Hey, couch surfers, we've got nonstop tunes to keep you rocking while you work. Oh, and Colleen, yes, you Colleen with a K. Your free trial of Movie Plus ends tomorrow, and your card may be charged. Do you want to continue or cancel?
So meet Eno, the Capital One assistant. Eno looks out for surprise charges, like when free trials expire, and helps if you need to fix them. Eno, another way Capital One is watching out for your money when you're not. Capital One, what's in your wallet? Limitations apply.
At Sure Payroll, small business is our business. We started 20 years ago with a mission to serve America's small businesses, and that mission is even more critical in these uncertain times. Whatever your situation, help is here, and we've updated our product to support you in taking advantage of the economic relief on offer from the CARES Act and the Families First Coronavirus Response Act. With Sure Payroll, free up your time and get peace of mind that payroll is handled. It's payroll so easy, you can set it up and do it yourself in minutes on your PC or smartphone anytime. Enjoy U.S.-based support when you need it, even evenings and weekends. And if you need a 401k plan, workers' comp, or HR help, Sure Payroll has that too. It's no wonder they get so many 5-star reviews on Google. Our entire team is standing by to get you set up with 1 month free. Call 844-SURE-PAYROLL. That's 844-787-3729. Or visit surepayroll.com. Let's get through this together. Stay safe and stay healthy.
IndyCar fans, this is Brick by Brick with AJ Allmendinger and Jack Arute.
If you had to pick between a third championship or winning that Indianapolis 500, which would be bigger to you right now in your career?
Joseph, you got it.
Well, I think no doubt it's a quick decision. You take the 500, every day of the week, anytime you ask. It's really the difficulty of the event which makes it so special.
New episodes air Wednesdays at 6 Eastern on Dan Patrick Radio Channel 211 and anytime on demand with the Sirius.
Isn't it about time for somebody's favorite radio program?
The Tony Bruno Show.
The man chosen to save American radio from its horrible future.
He didn't invent radio. He just perfected it.
Tony Bruno Show with Harry Maid.
Parental discretion is advised.
The godfather of sports radio.
It is a final.
Here is Tony Bruno.
Tony Bruno.
Beautiful.
Hello there, all you thotties and hotties out there. Welcome into the locker room, the meat locker, whatever the hell you want to call it. We do have a woman in here, Harry, so at least we're not going to be canceled today on this program. Well, at least we hope not.
We hope not.
Because people are paying attention, and they want to find anybody saying something so they can throw you the hell out of here.
Is it up to me? I can cancel you?
Well, if you want to. We should have canceled me yesterday. It was National Radio Day.
Yeah, you should have canceled it about an hour and a half ago before I got in the car.
Exactly. It's Tony Bruno, Harry Mays, Miss Robin, the whole gang here. Couch guy who hit the trifecta of NBA big lock plays yesterday, Harry. And yet he did not take his own advice. At the end of yesterday's program, we had a baseball game on. It was the Phillies and the Toronto Blue Jays up in Buffalo.
Oh,
it was 7-0 in the first inning.
Epic.
Vince Velasquez, gives up 2 runs back in the bottom of the first, but you're thinking it's a 7-inning game, so it's a doubleheader. And so even Vince Velasquez with a 7-0 hit, he gives up a couple of runs. That slows. But then he went into the 6th. They had him into the 6th inning, and it was still 7-2. And you're thinking, man, maybe you can get them through 6, and then you put your closer in the 7th inning.
Hector Neris.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But no, because they brought guys in that were basically stocking shelves at Whole Foods last week. They're taking guys off the street now in their bullpen. They had a guy out there they just literally picked up off the street. And they throw him out there, and before you know it, Vinny's still out there, gives up a home run single, 7-3. Then they bring in another guy who can't get anybody out.
Nobody.
Brogdon, I think that dude's name is. Who was that guy?
Whoever he is, he should be off the roster today.
He is I think they took him to Niagara Falls and see if he could go over
put him in a barrel.
Yeah. And let him go over there and see if he survives. And if not, somebody will find them eventually.
Right.
But anyway, so then they're forced. All of a sudden, it's a 7-4 game. Then it's a 7-6 game. And then all of a sudden, it's 9-7 as Neris comes in, their closer, and has to get a 5-out save, and he gives up the lead. And it's 9-7 Toronto, all the way back from 7-0 to get the. And then the Phillies come on in the 7th, and they get a couple of guys on. They score a run, and they fall short 9-8. And I've been saying this all year. Again, it's only been 28 games. The Phillies have the worst bullpen in baseball. And It's not even close. People are saying, did you see the Pirates? Have you seen? It's not statistically. We're talking stats. Yeah. And you remember, Harry, numbers and stats don't lie.
That's right. Is
that show still on, by the way?
I don't know, but I tried to explain that to Mike North a couple of weeks ago, and he was like doubting me. I'm like, have you seen this bullpen?
Because people say, what about the Pirates? I said, the Pirates don't get a 7-0 lead. Yeah, their pitching stinks. But I'm talking about you have a lineup that can put 7 runs up, and that's not safe. That's why the Padres, and that's why those guys did it right. I don't care what the lead is anymore. You got guys coming out of bullpens who shouldn't even be in the major leagues watching a game in the stands with a mask on, let alone on the mound, Harry.
Absolutely. I mean, the Phillies have hit .294 with runners in scoring position over their last 18 games. They've averaged almost 6 runs a game, and they're 8-10 in those games.
Exactly. I mean, that's incredible when you think about it.
Outside of Nola and Wheeler, they are a disaster when it comes to pitching the baseball.
The bullpen, 8.07 ERA so far through 21 games. That's just a bullpen. That's not their starters.
Right.
Their starters are actually, I saw the stat yesterday, they're among the top 5 starting staffs in walks allowed per 9 innings. They average 3 walks, so they're not walking a lot of guys.
Right.
It's just that if the starter can't get into the 6th or 7th inning, you're toast.
Well, even still, if it gets them into the 6th inning in a 9-inning game, they're in doubt.
Oh,
but these 7-inning games,
you would think you could hold it in a 7. So anyway, that's the situation to me. It's unbelievable. And yes, Dean yesterday said, in the first inning, bet the money line. But he hates all Philly sports. So
right. He hates everything.
He does hate everything. He's like Mikey. But how about the couch guy? Do we have the clip? Now, you just posted it on a Twitter page, right?
I literally just threw it up on the Twitter about 5 minutes ago, right before we were about to go live, and I said, Harry Mays called it yesterday. He said,
yes, he did.
I don't think this is going to be enough. You never count them out with the Phillies bullpen.
They stink.
They are. They're awful.
They really stink.
And when they come apart, it's not just their bullpen. All of a sudden, they can't field. They throw to the wrong base. It's like Little League out there.
Yeah, it's like bad news bears.
It really is.
Yeah, it really is.
When they go wrong, when something goes wrong, they panic. They should have a panic room in their dugout. They should have a little corner in there.
Yeah, but you got to be socially distanced.
I know. It'll be 6 feet away from everybody.
It's tough to have a panic room.
They slam the button, the steam comes down. They have to clear out. That's what I said. I put it out there, and I said Harry Mays called it. I said the Phillies bullpen folded like a cheap tent.
Yeah,
and they gave away another one.
I mean, it's not.
And
like
what was now? If you, for example, we're talking about DraftKings all the time in the DraftKings studio here, Harry. And if you want to play daily fantasy and get live action during games, what was the odds? What were the odds when the Phillies went up 7-0 if you wanted to bet in game and jump on the Toronto?
So Ryan Rothstein, our great producer, said, Couch Guy, right now they're at plus 1,400. And I had DraftKings does all those daily promotions where you get free bets and stuff like that. And I had wagered a little bit, and they had offered me a free $10 bet. So if I had just taken that $10 free bet, Tony, and put it on the money line, that would have won me a cool $140, man.
Wow. And then you could have retired.
Yeah, exactly right.
And by the way, I have breaking news. Speaking of retirement, Harry, I may be closer to retirement than you think. Last night, after everybody left, I sat down and did some of my bills, making sure I'm paying everybody. And so what happens? I see the Tesla stock. Mm-hmm. And Dean's been telling me, one thing Dean does, he's good.
Yeah.
He and David Portnoy, they sit around all day and play stock market stuff. You can do that when you got a lot of money and you don't really need a job and to work anymore.
Yeah, well, it's all these 20-somethings on Robinhood that are driving this Tesla stock through the roof.
I don't care who it is. So I see it last night, and Dean's been hammering me. If you got $18,000, buy 100 shares. I'm Dean, I don't have $1,800.
Well, they're going to give you extra shares
I
now.
know. So then last night, I'm sitting here, I got $2,000 in my TD Ameritrade account, and I looked at Tesla, and I saw that it was up to $1,844.99. Mm-hmm. So you know what I did? I bought one share, Harry.
That's right.
I bought one share because I know next week at the end of August, it's going to be a 5-for-1 split.
Right.
My one share is going to become 5 shares of Tesla, and it'll be back down in the $300 range, right? But that one share will become 5. And by the way, not only did I buy it, I've already made $200 because it kept going up this morning. It's over $2,000 a share.
There you go.
Now.
I mean, by the end of the show, you
I
might
may be able
rich.
to retire.
Yeah.
I may be able to say I'm out.
Yes, or
It's
at least
Friday.
pay off your alimony.
Exactly. One last check. That's all I got.
Jesus.
Just one more time, baby. Come on.
Show last hour.
Yeah.
Come on now.
6, Harry.
One more. Just give me one more good row. You know when the guys at the scrap table. Come on, man. Give me hot sixes right now.
We're gonna have to come back from break and say breaking news. Tony Bruno has opted
He's
out.
opted out of the final hour of the show. All right, just give me the Tito's and get McMullen on the phone.
Yes,
and we'll
I'm the
finish
Wolf
show.
of Broad Street.
Yes.
And I hang out at Broad and Wolf, which is only a couple blocks away from here. Anyway, so that's my investment tip for the day. Buy. So you can make Uncle Tony retire. Not a millionaire, but at least with enough money to go out and have some fun. You know what I'm saying? When the restaurants open up, I'll be able to walk inside and say, table for 2, please. Give me your finest table. Bring me your finest meats and cheeses and charcuterie board. Bring me product.
So you're going to do calamari for the table.
Calamari for the table automatically, Harry. You got to bring out the calamari. Nobody turns down calamari. Do you, Harry?
No, I love
it. You go
it.
into a restaurant, they bring out that nice basket full of crisp calamari. You dip it there, and you put the lemon all over it, squeeze
Of course.
it. You dip it in the marinara sauce, and then bam!
I even just like it like boiled. Like not without the.
No,
that's good, man.
No, that's
it's like
slimy.
purple. No, it's not slimy at all.
That's slimy, Harry.
It is
Come
not
on, man.
slimy.
That's slimier than Mike Milbury up in the bubble in Toronto.
How awesome is that?
Now we're going to play this. And by the way, you know who's going to join us this hour? I never knew this guy, but he's now my new hero. Because, you know, one thing we do in sports radio, and it's always been it's not a gimmick. It's like you make bold predictions. I did my Syracuse. If Syracuse wins the national championship back in the early 90s on ESPN radio, because they weren't expected to win, and I was working with all these Syracuse guys, and I went on the air and said, if Syracuse wins the national championship, I'll walk from Bristol, Connecticut, all the way up to the Syracuse campus. And I was willing to do that. And I got all charities involved. We were going to do it. Of course, but nobody at Syracuse thought they were going to win. Remember that year, Harry?
I don't know
when they won it all.
No, that
93.
No, you talking basketball?
No, that's
that was 2003.
That was 2000.
That was 2000.
No, it wasn't.
Yes,
Harry.
it was.
I was still at ESPN on the air.
It was Carmelo's year, right?
Yes,
That's
Carmelo was
03.
freshman year, yeah.
But I did this on ESPN radio,
I'm
Harry.
just
I worked
telling
there
you.
from 92 to 2000.
Well, they were in the Final Four in the mid 90s against. I think they lost. Did they lose to Kentucky in 96 or something like that? 97.
Sounds right, but I have to confirm it. So
No, it was when I was at ESPN because I'm still getting hammered to the day that I never made good on my bet. I got ripped in the New York Daily News and the New York Post all the time about all of this stuff. And I'm like, dude, I wanted to do it. 1996, Syracuse lost to Kentucky.
Right.
That was
they
the
lost.
last
They
championship. But they went to, I said, if they make it to the Final Four,
well, no, okay,
they're not
that's
going to even
different.
go to the Final. They're not going to sniff the tournament, let alone make it to the Final Four.
Yeah, because they didn't win it until 03.
No, they lost it in 96.
Right, so I was
that
right.
was was that the John Wallace year?
I think it is.
Okay.
I think 96
So
is,
all these Syracuse people and all the media people, Tony Bruno reneged on his bet to walk to Syracuse. It's because ESPN didn't want me to do it because they weren't into that kind of tomfoolery back then.
Yeah.
They thought
Very
that was
serious.
that didn't help the brand.
Right.
And I wasn't doing it as some sort of stupid radio, silly radio stunt. I did it because I had a bunch of Syracuse strappers working with me and I wanted to bust their chops.
Once again, you were ahead of your time.
You're damn right. But then other people have done it. Remember, there have been who was the pitcher for the Pittsburgh Pirates who went on the air, and it was a Phillies-Pirates game, and the Phillies were
Bob
winning.
Walk?
No. He was a broadcaster. He was a pitcher and then a broadcaster. See, there it is in my Wikipedia, Harry. I'll walk from Bristol, Connecticut to Syracuse if the Orangemen beat Kansas in this year's NCAA tournament, which they did, 60-56. But I didn't make the walk, and it's still in Wikipedia. The walk thing was settled by ESPN, not me. They said we can't do the walk. This is back
Didn't
when
they
ESPN.
say there was like a legal it
they
was
didn't want. Yeah,
Of course, they always blame it on legal.
And remember, this is back when ESPN was not bringing their college football show. College Game Day hadn't started yet because they wanted everything in house so that nothing could go wrong if they did a remote. Harry,
right?
You know what I mean? And so that's what happened. And so I was willing to do it. I had charities willing to do it, and they said no. But people still, and I put up my own money, and then ESPN
Jim
matched
Rooker?
it. Jim Rooker was the Pirate pitcher who said, if they come back and win it, I'll walk. I forget what the walk was.
The Pirates blew a 10-run lead against the Phillies.
Yes.
And I guess before that, he said if they blow this lead or something, he'll walk back to Pittsburgh.
Exactly. And he did it for charity.
Right.
And he did it. So now last night, fast forwarding, Danny Vietti. I don't know if it's Vietti or Vietti, but it's spelled Vietti. He's a CBS sports writer for out in Sacramento. So he covers the Bay Area, he covers the obviously there's no baseball other than minor league, but he covers baseball on the West Coast. He went out and said if the San Diego Padres hit 4 consecutive grand slams in 4 consecutive games, that he would walk around the state capitol in Sacramento naked, Harry.
Right.
Not naked, with a diaper.
No, a diaper.
With a diaper.
Yes.
They did it, and he did it last night. He's coming on, and he's doing some good things for charity as a result. So we'll have him on here, and we'll talk about that. Plus, Eitan, John McMullen, NBA, hockey, baseball. We got it all covered for you, so stick around. We're just getting started. It is a free-for-all Friday here on the program.
Okay.
Look what we're
it's
watching
really
here.
bad.
I know. Get that crap off. Who put that garbage on?
I'm hearing tons of feedback. I don't know what is going on. I'm hearing it when you put your mic by your computer.
It buzzes.
It buzzes even worse. So I don't think
there's
you can
no basketball. Well, there's a basketball. It's on NBA TV, and
I'm
I don't
trying
have
to figure out all the different reasons why, but I did notice it every time you put your mic closer to your computer, it starts to buzz.
Get that Mike miscellaneous crap off of there.
Harper's getting his day off.
Who is?
Bryce Harper.
They're playing in Atlanta tonight.
Girardi said Bryce is dog-tired and beat up.
Yeah,
Bryce
he's
said
the only
he did
guy
not
doing
ask for
anything.
a day off.
So Justin Rose is 3 under, Harry.
And if we can't figure this out, like if it keeps happening, we're just going to have to turn his mic off while he's not using it.
Couch guy.
Yeah.
Out.
Yeah, he mutes it when he's not talking.
Yeah, you are muting it when you're not talking it? Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
There's something going on. I don't know if it's a connection there.
No, this is on. You can hear me?
Yeah, I don't hear any buzz.
Now I don't hear any buzz.
Yeah, now I don't hear a buzz. Now I hear it. I'm hearing it now.
I don't hear any buzz.
No, it's gone now. It's not me. Sometimes it's... Oh, there it is.
There it is.
There it is. It just went back. What did you just do? When you right now,
Move
it's
your
really
microphone.
bad.
No.
Lift it up. Turn
what
his
about
mic
your
off.
phone? Wait, now it's gone.
It's gone.
And
what's that beeping noise?
That's this.
What the hell is that, Robin?
That is
sounds like the fries are ready.
That is a reminder for me to turn off the YouTube.
God damn it, Robin. Scotty Scheffler. How about that?
If you are watching on YouTube,
59
we
today.
love you, we love you, we love you, but they don't make it
Not
easy
Adam
for us
Scheffler.
because we can't play any sound bites because
today.
they chop us off. So if you're watching on YouTube and you want to see the full 3 hours, you want to see the guests, you want to see the behind the scenes, log on to twitch.tv/Tony Bruno Show. It is free to download the Twitch app. It is free to watch, and you can join the chat room. So those people, I see that there are people on there, and I know you guys want to continue watching. You'll still, if you insist on staying on YouTube, you'll still see the highlights. You'll still see the interviews that are posted later. But if you want to watch it live, make the